Right, some breaking news that has just dropped in the last few moments from Liverpool. And
as always, as what you can expect from our fans. So they completely got what they deserved. Two legends that in the last 9 years won 9 trophies over here. So yeah, for them, it must have been a special day, a difficult day probably as well, but definitely also a special day, and the fans made it special for them.
And your ex-teammates Andy Robertson and Mo Salah are going to be leaving it. How big a loss is that for Liverpool, and how much of an impact have they made at that club?
Wow, they are legends. They are legends of the club. They are amazing football players, and it doesn't matter where they go, they will still be amazing football players.
On today's edition of Anfield Uncovered, Liverpool's season has officially ended in chaos. Arne Slot is now under massive pressure after another disappointing result at Anfield. Andy Robertson says goodbye after 9 unforgettable years. Mohamed Salah leaves the Liverpool pitch in tears. Fans pay emotional tribute to Diogo Jota. Virgil van Dijk comes under heavy criticism. And questions are now being asked about the future of this football club. Before we get into all of that, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to Anfield Uncovered, and turn on notifications so you never miss any breaking Liverpool news. Liverpool's season ended with frustration, emotion, controversy, and uncertainty after a disappointing 1-1 draw against Brentford at Anfield. And right now, pressure is building massively around Arne Slot. Former Liverpool winger Jermaine Pennant has now publicly called for the Liverpool manager to be sacked after what he described as another unacceptable performance from the Reds. Just 12 months ago, Liverpool were Premier League champions under Slot during what looked like the beginning of a brand new successful era at Anfield. But fast forward one season later, and everything has changed dramatically. Despite Liverpool spending more than $500 million rebuilding the squad last summer, the team has struggled throughout the entire campaign. Injuries played a role, yes, but fans and pundits alike have continued pointing towards poor tactics, inconsistent performances, defensive problems, and a complete lack of identity on the pitch. The final day draw against Brentford was simply the latest example. Liverpool needed a strong finish to calm supporters and build momentum heading into next season. Instead, the Reds once again looked vulnerable, disorganized, and lacking confidence. Jermaine Pennant absolutely exploded after the match. He took to social media and said the Liverpool board cannot continue watching performances like this and believe Arne Slot can challenge for major trophies next season. Pennant even described the Brentford result as the nail in the coffin for Slot's Liverpool future, and honestly, many Liverpool supporters online seem to agree with him. Pennant also revealed a shocking statistic that has made fans even more frustrated. Against the top 9 teams in the league this season, Liverpool managed to win just 3 out of 18 games. That is simply nowhere near the standard expected at a football club like Liverpool. The defeat against Aston Villa earlier this month had already intensified the pressure after Liverpool collapsed defensively in a painful 4-2 loss, and now this disappointing draw against Brentford has left many fans questioning whether Arne Slot is truly the right man to lead Liverpool forward. Even though Slot recently insisted he expects to remain Liverpool manager next season, the criticism around him continues growing louder every single week. And now things are becoming even more emotional at Anfield because several Liverpool legends are leaving the club. Sunday's game officially marked the final Anfield appearances for both Mohamed Salah and Andy Robertson. 2 modern Liverpool icons. 2 players who helped define one of the greatest eras in Liverpool Football Club history. And the emotions inside Anfield were absolutely overwhelming. Let's start with Andy Robertson. After 9 incredible years at Liverpool, the Scottish captain officially said goodbye to Anfield. Reports now suggest Robertson has agreed personal terms with Tottenham Hotspur and could complete his move very soon. Robertson arrived from Hull City back in 2017 and became one of the best left-backs in world football during his time at Liverpool. 378 appearances. Multiple major trophies. Countless unforgettable moments. And now, his Liverpool chapter appears to be over. Speaking emotionally after the game, Robertson admitted he was completely drained emotionally after spending the week saying goodbye to teammates, staff, and supporters. He also praised the incredible support Liverpool fans have shown him throughout his career. Robertson even reflected on the fierce rivalry with Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, admitting Liverpool probably deserved to win even more Premier League titles during that era. And despite leaving the club, Robertson made it very clear that Liverpool will always remain part of his life and that one day he hopes to return to Anfield again. But Robertson wasn't the only Liverpool legend saying goodbye. Mohamed Salah's farewell became one of the most emotional moments Anfield has witnessed in years. As Salah left the pitch, Liverpool players formed a guard of honour for him during the match. And honestly, it was a heartbreaking moment. You could see the emotion all over Salah's face. The Egyptian superstar even kissed the Anfield turf as tears filled his eyes. It was the end of an era. Salah may not have scored in his final game, but he still delivered another brilliant performance, reminding everyone exactly why he became one of the greatest players in Liverpool history. He registered another assist against Brentford, taking his total to 120 assists in 442 appearances for Liverpool. And when you look back at everything Salah achieved at Liverpool, it truly is unbelievable. Premier League titles, Champions League glory, FA Cups, League Cups, Golden Boots, record-breaking numbers, and memories Liverpool fans will never forget. But what also caught fans' attention was Salah's interaction with Arne Slot during his farewell. After receiving the emotional ovation from the crowd, Salah shared only a brief handshake and quick one-sided hug with the Liverpool manager, and social media immediately exploded with speculation. Many supporters continue believing there is tension between Salah and Slot following Salah's controversial statements earlier this season criticizing Liverpool's playing style. Whether that's true or not, one thing is certain. Liverpool fans are devastated to see Salah leave. And speaking of emotional moments, Liverpool supporters also paid beautiful tribute to Diogo Jota after the match. As the final whistle blew, Anfield erupted into chants honouring the late Portuguese forward following the tragic accident that shocked the football world. The entire stadium sang Jota's famous song together. It was emotional, powerful, and absolutely heartbreaking. Many Liverpool players were visibly emotional during the tribute, especially Mohamed Salah, who shared a very close friendship with Jota. Earlier this year, Salah admitted he was terrified returning to Liverpool after the tragedy because it simply would not feel the same without his teammate. And honestly, moments like these remind everyone that football is bigger than just results. It's about people, family, emotion, connection. And Diogo Jota will forever remain part of Liverpool Football Club. Meanwhile, uncertainty continues surrounding Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker. The Brazilian has been heavily linked with a move away from Liverpool this summer, with Juventus reportedly interested in signing him. And during the Brentford match, Liverpool fans began loudly chanting former goalkeeper Kieran Kelleher's name as many supporters now fear the club may have made a huge mistake selling him. Kelleher spent years patiently waiting behind Alisson but eventually left for regular football opportunities. However, with Alisson's future now uncertain and new signing Mamardashvili yet to fully convince fans, many supporters are beginning to wonder whether Liverpool should have kept Kelleher after all. Arne Slot has tried dismissing the speculation surrounding Alisson, insisting the goalkeeper remains focused on Liverpool and Brazil. But right now, there is clearly uncertainty behind the scenes. And it doesn't stop there. Virgil van Dijk is now also facing serious criticism. Dutch football legend Ruud Gullit has publicly challenged the Liverpool captain following what has been a very difficult defensive season for the Reds. Liverpool have now conceded more goals this season than in any previous 38-game Premier League campaign. That statistic alone tells you how poor Liverpool's defensive performances have been. Gullit believes Van Dijk needs to stop blaming others and instead focus on improving his own performances. According to Gullit, Van Dijk still has world-class quality but simply hasn't performed at the levels Liverpool fans expect this season. And honestly, it's difficult to argue against that. Liverpool's defence has looked shaky all season long. Uncharacteristic mistakes, poor organisation, lack of intensity, and far too many goals conceded. For a player widely considered one of the best defenders in world football, Van Dijk now finds himself under serious pressure heading into next season. Liverpool fans know exactly how great Van Dijk can be. But they also know this season has simply not been good enough. Now, the big question is simple. What happens next? Liverpool are entering one of the most important summers in recent club history. Mohamed Salah is gone. Andy Robertson is leaving. Questions remain over Alisson. Questions remain over Arne Slot. And Liverpool supporters are desperate to see the club return to competing for the biggest trophies again. The pressure on Arne Slot next season will be absolutely enormous. If Liverpool fail to improve quickly, the criticism surrounding the manager will only grow even louder. But one thing is certain. This summer could completely reshape Liverpool Football Club. And every single Liverpool fan around the world will now be watching very closely to see what happens next. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to Anfield Uncovered, and let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.